Hello and welcome to Blue Army TV. I'm sitting out to Carlisle. Have drawn 2-2 at home to Stockport in what is... Look, I've never been this gutted after a game of football before in my life. It was in our grasp. It was within reach and it was so close. But look, not for the first time this season, Thomas Holy not coming for a cross has cost us. And it's so frustrating because we fought so hard to get back into that game. You know, even Holy made a few good saves himself, but if you can't do the simple stuff right, the big fancy saves don't mean anything. And he's had a good few games, and without him we would have lost some of the games recently. So I'm not going to criticise him too hard. But 6'9", he needs to come for that cross into the box. He really does. And look, I think it's just the timing of it that was so good. And, we managed to, we conceded in the first half. Second half, we scored two very good goals. And we get ahead in the 82nd minute. And it looks like it's going to be our night. But it's just that gut-wrenching equaliser that it kills us off. And you don't get many worse feelings than that conceding late on after you've scored late on. And we needed the win today. We really did need it if we were ever going to get any chance of them top three places. Now at the minute, it looks like we're going to have to settle for the playoffs. Which, look, you take that at the start of the season, but having been in second and having been in such a good position over the rest of the clubs below us, sitting in fifth, it's not as convincing. And look, Stockport won't be happy with that point either. It now puts us level with Stockport. Same amount of games played. Neither team will be happy with that result. But, at home, it felt like it was going to happen and it hasn't happened. And it's so frustrating and so heartbreaking from a Carlisle fan point of view. And yeah, look, and I'm not even going to fault the performance too much because I think to fight back from that, I think Simo got it absolutely spot on at half time when he made the subs and he made the changes to the formation. He put Mellish further forward. He played with a back four. And look, the back five's treated us well this season, but it looks like a back four is what gets us the best going forward, and that's how we scored both our goals with a back four and a front three. Patrick and Gordon either side of Edmondson looked really good. Edmondson played really well, I thought. Gordon as well. Patrick, I think he looked better than what he has done recently. Moxon looked absolutely fantastic. A goal and an assist from him. But yeah, and Corey Whelan came into the team as well, and I don't think he did anything wrong. Joel Senior got absolutely bullied at right back all game by that, I don't know how to pronounce it, Hippolyte, something like that, who eventually scored the goal. He got absolutely bullied. I think, especially in the first half, I think when we went to a back four, he dealt with that a lot better. But when he was at a back five and it was a wing back, he seemed to just get exploited. And Simo changed it up, and it worked from Simo's point of view. But yeah, it's disappointing. And it also means that we're now at danger of falling out of the playoffs, which seemed unthinkable not just 3 weeks ago. I do think we've got enough to get into them playoffs, and I think it was a very good performance today, and I think if we play like that against Barrow, we'll absolutely demolish them. Because look, you've got to think with Stockport, they're one of the richest teams in the league. They've got such a good squad. And really, their budget compared to ours is so massive that even competing with them is a small miracle that Paul Simpson's managed to pull off. Yeah, but it's so good, and I can't get around the fact that I'm just so disappointed with that result. The performance, though, if we play like that against Barrow, we'll batter them. If we play like that against Sutton, against Salford, we'll win. It's just we're playing one of the best teams in the league in Stockport and one of the most informed teams in the league in Stockport. And look, it showed that we can play against these top half teams because we've been criticised recently of not beating any of the top teams, and we've played them all now and we haven't beat any of the top six really except for Bradford. But it showed today that if we have to settle for the playoffs, that we're more than capable of going toe-to-toe with them teams, that we're more than capable of beating those teams, which we should have done today. We should have beat them. It could have been worse, but it should have been a lot better, and that's what's really frustrating from it. But yeah, there's not really that much more I can say on the matter. It's just a very disappointing draw. But yeah, Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and in a bit.